Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
Hello, how's it going? My name is Taylor and welcome to AAA Digest. Exciting times, we had to return for a brand new Mafia game, The Old Country. The game is now a reality, we all knew this was in the works, it was only a matter of time before a new Mafia game would officially be announced, and it's good to be back. So here is everything we know so far about Mafia The Old Country, which yes is a small reference to chapter 1 of our beloved Mafia 2. So number 1, it's a prequel set in Sicily. So The Old Country is set in 1900 Sicily. Those who were hoping for a proper Mafia prequel, yous have won. The game's description states, uncover the origins of organised crime in Mafia The Old Country, a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Fight to survive in this dangerous and unforgiving era, with action brought to life by the authentic realism and rich storytelling that the critically acclaimed Mafia series is known for. Here we go! They are going proper Godfather with this. Number 2, the setting. So from the end shot of the trailer it seems to resemble San Celeste, which many fans will remember is the town at the beginning of Mafia 2 Chapter 1 The Old Country, the war sequence with Vito in Sicily, which seems to be one of the major locations of the game. One of 4 screenshots that can be found on the Steam page for the game itself shows us the interior designs of a major building, which looks similar to the town hall in Chapter 1 of Mafia 2. Many fans will remember San Celeste was supposed to be explorable in Mafia 2, although it was sadly left on the cutting room floor, although remains can be found in the PC files. Also worth noting, the fictional village of San Martino, the Scaletta family's hometown, where Vito Scaletta was born in 1925, is in Sicily in the world of Mafia. This would work as a class tie-in to Mafia 2. Vito has been in every Mafia game in some capacity, so perhaps seeing child Vito or his father would prove as a meaningful link between the games, and the timelines could link. Number 3, characters we could see. So Felice Pepone was the Don of the Pepone family, the first notable Italian-American mafia gang in Lost Heaven. His personal history before he established the family in the early 1910s is unknown, but it can be assumed that, like most early American mafia bosses, he started his criminal career in Italy and came to America in search of new opportunities. Pepone's family included many future Lost Heaven mob figures, including Ennio Salieri and Marco Morello. Don Salieri. This is speculation rather than rumour, however it needs to be discussed. It lines up perfectly with Don Salieri's timeline of when he would be entering the family business, and so it is extremely likely we will be playing as him, or the game will at least feature him as a character. The voice in the trailer is still unknown, but it is not Salieri, as the man sounds older and has an Italian accent, which Salieri doesn't have. Yes, he could lose his accent when he moved to America, but come on. Don Callo, so maybe we'll even see a familiar face in Don Callo. He is one of the only real life personalities to ever appear as a character in the Mafia series, who saves Vito's life at the beginning of Mafia 2 just as a soldier is about to shoot Vito. He rolls in on a tank to tell everyone to put their weapons down. Don Callo is the Don of the Vizzini crime family in Sicily. The Vizzini crime family are the most powerful branch of the Sicilian Mafia. He was considered to be one of the most influential and legendary Mafia bosses up until he died in 1954. So only speculation of course, but if they wanted to connect Mafia The Old Country to Mafia 2 in a big way, that's the route they can take. In 1914, Don Callo becomes the boss of the family, and Mafia 2 established that he was running things in Sicily for decades. It would fit, or if they chose to avoid including him in the game, he's someone we potentially could witness in newspapers or collectibles as real life reference to add extra layers to the in-game world. Number 4, it has been in production since August 2022. So Hangar 13 actually confirmed a while ago that they'd started work on a new Mafia game back in August 2022, so the game is very much all the way through. They've even stated when we'll next hear from them, which is December 2024, so keep your eyes peeled. Number 5, different combat approaches. So there was a job posting for a lead AI designer on Hangar 13's website, which stated that they will collaborate closely with the directors and leads to ensure delivery of engaging stealth and combat gameplay loops, and ensure that players can understand AI intention and plan their combat accordingly. This tells us that Mafia The Old Country's mission approach will be most similar to Mafia 3 and Mafia Definitive Edition, where you have the opportunity for different approaches in regards to combat. You can assess an area full of enemies and decide if you'd like to stealth your way through, or in my case stealth my way in, inevitably get caught and be forced to go in guns blazing gangster style. Number 6, it's made with Unreal Engine 5. There have been various job posts on the Hangar 13 website which have stated that experience with Unreal Engine 4 or 5 is necessary. This is confirmation that The Old Country will be made with either of these engines, which is expected, but again, It's nice to have that confirmation that the game should look and feel way superior to any other Mafia game. For context, Mafia 3 used the Illusion engine and Mafia Definitive Edition had an updated version of this, so the jump to Unreal Engine 4 or 5 will be quite a significant change for the better. So number 7, the link to the City of Lost Heaven. So an interesting text extracted from the newspaper by a madman on Reddit. In the trailer itself, apologies for what is about to happen, I know it's been 4 years but my ability to read foreign names is still bad. The text reads as follows: corruption. From the seats of the chamber, the Honourable Mr. Carofano Luigi, a nobleman allied with Baron Fontanella and well known for his contempt for theories of criminal associations, interrupted the Honourable Accilini. It is testing me now. It is undeniable that the word Mafia, even when whispered, is capable of giving rise to the most outrageous vileness in the highest institutions of the kingdom. But most interesting, under the photo, it says news from America. Saverio Gallotti has been elected to the state administration as a representative of the City of Lost Heaven. So despite the new setting and timeline of this, do expect some meaningful world building and some important links to Mafia 1 and 2, which is what we want. Number 8, release window. So it's announced that Mafia the Old Country plans to be released in 2025. There will be more official information regarding this game in December. Perhaps a story trailer at the Game Awards would make the most sense, and hopefully we'll get a release date included. So a few months to wait until we can dive deeper, which is when our coverage of the game will officially ramp up. GTA 6 will also release next year, and Take-Two Interactive won't want both releases to clash, so Mafia may release earlier in the year with GTA 6 being later, as I cannot see Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing in the early half of 2025. Honourable mention, so final point but the most important, the best lemons you will see in a video game. Look at these lemons. I cannot wait to see clips of players shooting these lemons to determine if the game is good or not when the game finally releases. You know it's going to happen. But that is it for this video. We're both back. Martin and I talked about returning last year, but there wasn't anything either of us had an interest in making videos on. So we're both back covering a series that we both genuinely love, and there are upcoming games that we'll make one-off videos on to see how they stick with yous. We're only going to make videos when there's something to say about the game, but expect in-depth coverage like always when we get more information. But brief thoughts, it's so exciting to see the direction of Hangar 13 has chosen to take this game and how they have listened to what fans of the series want. Basing it outside of America for once in the heart of Sicily where it all began is refreshing, and I think there are many interesting directions they can take us in this story. And hopefully we see some meaningful links to the series based on the timeline. It also allows them to fully start over with their own characters and story and flesh out a setting we've only seen so very briefly. So that's it from us for now. Mafia the Old Country is coming to PS5, Xbox Series consoles and PC. See you on the next one.